pizza plate, buddy. You go lay down. You're not getting any. Go lay down. A lot of broccoli to do. Cool thing about broccoli is it just requires a couple little chops. Need a bag for my truck. Really not. You're not getting any broccoli. Nobody's going to give you broccoli. Nobody is giving puppies broccoli. Simon, you go lay down. Cool thing about broccoli salad, very good for you, tastes awesome. Bad thing about broccoli salad, it takes forever to cut the broccoli into even the little tiny florets. You gotta cut up. So I personally don't use broccoli like that. I will be cutting that out because that is disgusting. So cut that off, cut it into dice pieces. And because I cook and freeze a lot of stuff, this doesn't really freeze, but it doesn't last very long because we all eat it. So this will be something that I'm going to be like 16 cups, I think, is what I'm going to be using. So this recipe that I'm doing is keto friendly. I already got my cheese cut. I didn't do the bacon yet. I'm going to do the bacon last. But yeah, this is going to be a pretty big batch, so it's going to be like 16 cups. It calls for, I can't remember what it is, 16 cups of broccoli. It calls for 8 ounces or 8 ounces of cheese. Hey, what up, Colin? So I don't really go by the exact measurements of everything. I just know what I make for what works for me and what works for my family. This, like I said, this is a kind of a go-to recipe for my family. We all really like it. It's really good for you. It's got a lot of fiber, got a lot of, pardon me, got a lot of that. But the drawback, cutting the broccoli florets into small pieces. You don't want big ones because then they don't get with the sauce that I make with it. The sauce is some mayonnaise, some red wine vinegar, some stevia. Normally, a lot of people use sugar, but like I said, we do the keto diet, so we don't use sugars in our recipes. But stevia works just as good. It's actually a lot stronger, in my opinion. So. But yeah, like stuff like that, we don't want that. We don't want the yellow stuff, so I cut that out. It's not going to be missed. And then I just cut the florets into smaller pieces. If you get the shake and stuff like that in there, not a big deal. It'll all be eaten. You know what I mean? So. For anybody that's watching, I did put my Cash App in the description of the video. If you feel like donating and buying a cup of coffee for an old man, cool. If not, that's fine too. Just a suggestion. People do it all the time. I figured, why not? Join the rat race, as I say. Join the rat race. Gotta sharpen my knife. She's still in a little dull. I do prefer stainless steel knife handles, just because they're easy to grip. Shit, I just put that in there. So, kill my man. This broccoli salad is gonna be good, baby. It's gonna be good. Phone him. I'm actually making some broccoli salad, Bubba. You missed it earlier, man. I made empanadas and carnitas. But right now I'm just doing some broccoli salad, just cutting up all the broccoli. It's like 16 cups of broccoli, dude. It's a lot. So I just cut the florets into smaller pieces so that they get coated evenly. You put them too big and they don't get coated, and then you always get one that tastes weird. And like that, like I cut all that out. If it's, light green, then I cut it out. I guess it doesn't really matter because I do put 4 or 5 tablespoons of red wine vinegar in it, which will cause the vegetables to get a darker color just because of the acid. But Jim and I, what up, baby? You missed it too, Jim. Made carnitas earlier with empanadas. They're still sitting over there on the counter, man. Callum was here. Callum watched me do it. He watched me do it from top to bottom, front to back, the whole nine. Just doing some broccoli salad today. Something for my wife. She really enjoys the broccoli salad. So, you know what they say? Happy wife, happy life. Oh, hey, Jim. Phone him. Reborn and I are actually going to be trying to go live. So we're going to be doing a joint stream, going live, just kind of, chopping it up. Oh, you were working, Jim? Cool. You saw how good they looked in, huh? I know you did. It's your big back. I need to get a new cutting board because somebody, I'm not going to name any names, me, accidentally put this thing on my stove at my old house, and I indented it. So it's got this ridge right here. So, but I really like this cutting board. Funny thing about the cutting boards, they bring back memories, these plastic ones. Back when I was a criminal, I used to take these and I would carve out brass knuckles out of them so that people could sneak them into court and sneak them into jails because they don't set off metal detectors, but they're just as hard. Or so I read about in books. Yes, I was a criminal. It happens. And I mean, have you ever gotten hit with that? That would do some damage, boy. It'd make for a bad day. And yes, before I catch any static from anybody, once again, I did wash my mitts. I always wash my mitts because we all know where guys' hands go, right? That's right. We touch things like this, and then you got to, so wash your hands when you're cooking. Seriously. Just come across channel. They're doing stuff. I'll be back. Hey, cool, man. Do your thing, Bubba. He said they're doing stuff. It's funny as hell. They're doing stuff. Well, we're all doing stuff. You know what I'm talking about, Jim? Like, come on, man. You see these people that do cooking on streams and everything, and their hands look like there's some kind of bio experiments. You hear somebody off camera sneezing into their arm. It's like, dude, never invite me to your house for Thanksgiving, you nasty ass. Come on now. I watched a dude not that long ago. He was doing a stream. He was cooking, and he bends down. He scratches his dog's head, and then goes back to cooking. I'm like, you're gross, dude. You're nasty. I mean, I love my dogs, but I ain't gonna fondle the top of their skull and then going back to cooking my family's food. Like, that's just wrong. Oh, dude, Jim, roasted broccoli is my all-time favorite, man. Put a little bit of olive oil on top. You throw that joint in the oven for a little bit and let it get like black on the ends, like not okay, burnt on the ends. Dude, I will eat that all day long. All day long. That is my go-to when it comes to vegetables, man. I am a huge vegetable eater. Normally I like fresh broccoli, but for a head of broccoli, it's ridiculously expensive. So I just get it in the bag. And they're already in the little florets. So bad thing about a bag full of broccoli is when you open it up, it smells like somebody just farted in your mouth. Like, you can't escape that smell, dude. I mean, if you could put a taste on pink eye, like that's what it would smell like, dude, is a bag full of cracked open broccoli. Got my super stock pot over here. I swear I use the stock pot for everything, man. I'll boil eggs in it. I'll make broccoli salad in it. You know, it don't matter. I love this stock pot. Just the right size. Yeah, handle your business, bro. Chopping up the broccoli, making a salad. What's up, everybody? Thanks for coming in, enjoying it, making some broccoli salad. Let me trim that. Nah, that's all right. It's all good in the hood. Brown piece out there a little bit. I don't know how that works. I had somebody just text me. I don't know if I doubt you guys would be able to like see or hear the indicator, but that's right. Just get all of this out of this bag because I got waste not, want not. Got a couple people in here. What's up, everybody? Do me a favor. Tell me if you like broccoli salad. If you are a fan of broccoli salad, if you've ever had broccoli salad, and I'm talking real broccoli salad. I'm not talking that stuff you buy at the store. I am talking real broccoli salad. Pieces of real bacon. Real goodness in it. Real broccoli salad. The first broccoli salad I actually remember eating, my dad made it for me when I was a kid. And I used to call it sugar salad. All right? He made it in this ugly ass purple clear bowl. Like, imagine if there was a bowl that was a pimp, it would be the one that we had. All right? But he made it, and he got it out of a Jack Daniel's cookbook. And if I remember right, it took like what was it, like 4 cups of sugar. It was ungodly. It was like diabetes in a bowl. But it was good. I ain't gonna lie, it was good. And of course, I was a fat kid that grew up in a trailer park, so we lived off Kool-Aid and sugar packets anyways. We didn't know what health was growing up. But now, got different stuff, got different recipes for it and everything like that. And we don't eat a lot of sugar in my house anymore. So, I mean, obviously we let our daughter have, Halloween candy and stuff like that. But other than that, like, we don't do a lot of sweets or nothing like that because it's just bad for you. I mean, all around, yeah, it may be good, but, a lot of things are good, but they're bad for you. You know what I mean? So, put a little bit of that there. Got to have that broccoli dust in there. The broccoli dust is the good stuff. That's that good. And it's actually relaxing. You know what I mean? Like just sitting here, just cutting broccoli, got the window open so there's a nice cool breeze coming in. It's see, once again, you open up a bag of broccoli and it really does smell like somebody just farted in your face. Like it's horrible. Like you don't want to breathe it in. Broccoli is such a bad smell, but it tastes so good. Cut that up a little bit more. That's too big. Got a couple people in here. What's up, everybody? Joining me for the broccoli marathon. 16 cups of broccoli. That's a lot of dang broccoli. Broccoli's good, though. Broccoli's good. And like I said, this is a recipe that my family absolutely loves. Doesn't have any sugar in it. Most broccoli salad does. But it's still sweet enough because I do use stevia, which, in case you're wondering, stevia is a 1-to-1 ratio for sugar. Stevia is 0 carbs. So it is a lot better for you than sugar is. A little bit more expensive, but if you want health, you kind of got to pay for it in this day and age, unfortunately. I personally think that junk food should cost an arm and a leg, and they should have healthy food for free. And but I'm not the one running all that program, so. But it is good to eat healthy, and it's not only is it good for you, but it makes you, well, me anyways, I don't know about anybody else, I'm not going to speak on their behalf, but it makes me feel good cooking it, knowing that I'm cooking something healthy for my family and not just going out for fast food or something like that. Don't get me wrong, fast food, I used to eat the crap out of fast food, but I also weighed almost 400 pounds, so now that I'm out of the fast food scene and eating a little bit more, or a lot more healthy, I'm down to 340. So done some damage on the weight gain, or on the weight control. Never really cared much about my weight until I got married. Never cared much about my health until I got married, to be honest with you. Find yourself a good woman, good man, but whatever they identify as, I don't know. I'm not going to judge. You want to spend that much, you want to spend even more time with them, so you want to be healthy. Frankly, my wife scares me, so if I don't eat healthy and I die, she'll kill me. If you know what I mean. If you're married, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Excuse me. That's not what you get. You don't want to. You don't. Even though you pay for broccoli, you don't want this. That's not right. All right, y'all. My kid is actually going to be walking in the door and any minute, and I do not want her to be on the internet at all because I don't believe in that. But I appreciate everybody being here. Again, for the short stream, I was hoping it was going to be longer, but ran into some problems a little bit earlier. Hey, thanks a lot, Joppers. Appreciate you stopping in, man. Yeah, so I will be back on tomorrow round about the same time. Be about 1 o'clock Central Time. So I hope to see everybody there. Once again, thank you guys for coming, joining me on this. I really do appreciate it. It means a lot to me. Yeah, so once again, catch you next time. Thanks, Jobs.